خليك زي ما انت. اصحى يا ابو بعد النوم هنا. اصحى يا ابو. خليك زي ما انت.
والله عيانات.
اصحى يا ابو خليها معك. سيبها حبيبي خلاص خليها شويه.
شويه حاج شويه حاج. خلاص الله يرحمه.
Explaining oppression to the world, a conversation. World. Oppression is an entity that belittles a giant the size of a tree to the mere size of a fly, once it grasps the very essence of a hair found against the giant's body. Oppression is a poison that diffuses through the skin of a human being and deteriorates every organ, every tissue, and every cell until the only cell left is the cell the soul of the oppressed stays captive in. Oppression is a digression in mentality, a lack in humanity, universal barbarity. Oppression is a darkness that instills within the oppressed so deep their skin turns ashen black. World says, wipe the sorrow and light a candle. The oppressed are not oppressed when they remain in their land. Home is freedom. But I ask, how can home be freedom when there's no freedom in your own home? How can home be freedom if that home is burned to the ground and remains a distant memory of a distant people calling that ashen home freedom? Oppression is a dialogue between a gun and a stone, but here the stone is gravel and dirt silenced by the echoing trail of a gunshot. Oppression is burning an 18-month-old baby to a flaming angel and spending time in jail less than the time that same baby spent living. World says that's an exception.
بشار الأسد قتلنا. نهبنا. أشر إحنا بدنا. لأننا قاعدين هون. أشر منا له. لأننا بنعبي مي بنشرب هون. أشر إحنا منا. لأننا ما نزل. أشر إحنا منا. لا بنشرب هون.
But how can you consider that an exception when it is magnified into the flaming land itself? How can that be an exception when it happens every single day? The oppressed are oppressed within the oppressed land that burns around them. World says, ease the fire. Put it out. I say the fire burns within the soul of the oppressed held captive in that one remaining cell. I say fire will burn on until the oppressed becomes the stone that thunders as it hits the bodies of the oppressors. I say fire, burn the fuck on.